Hello and welcome to another episode of Hooks, Knits, and Dice. I'm Layla Croca. Sorry about all the noise from my computer. I am folding at home, which is helping people research a cure for, or a vaccine at least, for COVID, among other diseases. And so my computer runs a lot louder than it used to, because of course it's doing quite a lot of work, and of course the fan just kicked up on it, so it's even louder. Yay! I'm a dope. I completely forgot HCAD yesterday. I was supposed to record it and then host the after show, but I spaced it because it's been so long since I've been recording HCAD that I completely forgot. So I apologize for that. And of course I'm recording it now, which is almost 7 a.m. on the next day, Tuesday, but you also get to see my morning hair. Hooray! It's getting longer, as you can see, and I'm pretty happy about that. I'm growing it out, so I'm liking my hair. I just washed it, so it's kind of like silky smooth. But yeah, and of course my roots are coming in fiercely, but that's okay. I'm not going to touch them up. I'm just going to let it grow out because I want to mark how long my hair is getting. So I'm just going to leave it. My arm hurts, so I apologize. I just woke up about 10 minutes ago. Like I said, it's almost 7 a.m. I'm going to make Tommy breakfast in bed because I was kind of a poop yesterday. I was really unhappy. I miss my daughter intensely, and she was kind enough to send me a couple of videos of her playing the ukulele, which makes me supremely happy. I love hearing and watching her play, and her new haircut and current color is her natural color, so she looks super pretty. I love her hair, and of course I loved hearing her and seeing her. It always makes me happy. I don't know why it makes me so happy to watch her and hear her play the ukulele, but for some reason it's one of my favorite things. So I'm gonna get her to record gosh, now I can't think of the name of the song, but it's an Elvis song, and I love it. It's my favorite. I Can't Help Loving You. That's what it is, or Can't Help Loving You. She does a great rendition, and so I'm going to have her record that for me so I can have it and watch it whenever I miss her really badly. I don't think I've mentioned on video yet, I'm going to make a new bodysuit using the pattern that I brought with me from the US. You guys might recall the Mrs. Claus suit that had the white fur trim. Well, I have the same kind of yarn, but in black. So I'm making a really pretty, it's kind of between a chartreuse and a forest green bodysuit with black roses on as the print. Oops, there goes my Scully pillow. There we go. And then a black contrast fabric, and I'll have that fur trim, and it'll sit around my shoulders like I have the strapless bodysuit, and then it'll have the fur trim. I was going to make it to wear to the bowling birthday party that I'm holding for my husband and a few of our friends, because they all have really close birthdays, except for Una, who's in June. But we were going to break a piñata for her birthday, and then she was sick. She's never broken a piñata before. This is Norway. They don't do piñatas so much, at least not for adults. So we're just going to throw everybody's birthday celebration together, except for one guy. He's one of our players, and I found out through Facebook, thank goodness for Facebook, that his birthday's on the 10th. So we're going to kind of mash him in there too. We're celebrating 4 birthdays in that way, and since the final player of that group also had a birthday this summer, I'm just gonna make it a whole big D&D birthday bowling bash. We're gonna have cake, we're gonna have candy, we're gonna, go bowling, and on Saturdays, it's disco bowling, so that'll be fun. They'll have black lights and all kinds of cool fun things. And the nice thing is that you pay a fee to get in, and then you can bowl as much as you want, and the shoe rentals are included, so that's pretty cool. Hennefos, I always say it wrong because I'm American. Bowling is where we're going to be. It's the only bowling alley in town that I know of. I'm pretty sure it's the only bowling alley in town. and it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm making Tommy a bowling shirt. He said I could. So I picked up a quick sew pattern. Surprisingly, it shipped the same night yesterday that I ordered it, so I'll probably get it in time, and it's a simple pattern, so I am going to make myself a matching dress. That was where I was leading with all of this, instead of wearing the bodysuit, because it's going to be kind of hard to bowl in an off-the-shoulder outfit, just because my arms are so broad, marching band arms, that bowling would not be conducive. My sleeves would slip up to my neck all the time, so I'm going to make a dress in the same pattern as my wedding dress, because it was a vintage pattern, so, well, vintage style pattern, so it'll look great for 50s bowling look, since he's going to have the bowling shirt, and I'll just make it in opposite colors, because, excuse me, I'm going to use the reversible fabric, which is silver on one side but black on the other, so he'll have a mostly black shirt with silver accents, and I'll have a silver dress with black accents, and it'll look so cute. I'm going to do a vintage, actually 1930s hairstyle, but it's gosh, it's gorgeous. I found a tutorial on YouTube, and it's super easy, so I'm gonna just be a pinup girl for his birthday. I think he'll enjoy that. But for Halloween, I don't know if I've shown you guys these, because I think they arrived after I had stopped recording HCAD. I have these face jewels, and the camera kind of doesn't do them justice. They have an AB shine, and they're super pretty. And then I have two different kinds of hair jewels. You actually put these like down apart in your hair, and they are what I'm going to be wearing for my Halloween costume, so that's going to be awesome. Excuse me. I'm going to be a fairy this year. I'm going to make my own costume, of course. Going to try my hand at making some fairy wings, because I have a lot of organza left over from the wedding. And let's see, what else is there? Nope, I showed you that. It's, like I said, it's morning. I don't even know. Oh, I got this yarn at Rusta. I think I showed you guys last time. But I'm writing a pattern for Mother of Dragons. I'm sure you know who that is. So it's going to be crocodile stitch, triangles here and underneath, of course, and then filet crochet pattern of 3 dragons circling each other, and the straps will be Celtic knotwork, also in filet crochet, and in the back there will be a running horse to symbolize the Dothraki having her back. So it's going to be epic. It's going to be beautiful, and it will be suitable for women with a wide rectangle shaped body, because that's what I have, and I'm making it for myself. I'm modeling it. Excuse me. I would have preferred a different color yarn, but blue is my second choice, so it works. I got that at Rusta, and it's $49.80 or something for this 200-gram cake. I mean, it's as big as my head almost, so that's a pretty good deal. I picked up 2 cakes just in case. Not sure that I'll need them, but you never know. Because I'm a big girl, need a lot of yarn, and crocodile stitch takes up an F-ton of yarn. So there's that. Let's see. Oh, Tommy and I are making me my dressmaker's dummy tonight. Basically, it's a simple thing. You wrap yourself in cling wrap, plastic cling wrap, and then you cover that with duct tape, and then you cut that off and you use it as pattern pieces to get to sew the fabric of your dressmaker's dummy, and then you just stuff it with fiberfill and put it on. We're going to use a push broom stick because it's a nice height and it has a cut out end on the bottom, so you can just screw it into a base and it's good to go. I'm making 2 busts, basically. One in my strapless bra and one in my day-to-day bra, because my strapless gives me a different shape than the regular bras do, and therefore a different fit. So what I'll be doing is, just like I said, from the bust up, sorry, it's morning, my throat's not clear, and I'll have them be interchangeable, and then I'll just make the one from the breasts down, because I only need one, and so I can just take the top off and switch them out when I'm making outfits that I'll be wearing just with the strapless bra versus day-to-day wear. So that's part of why I'm making my own dressmaker's dummy. The other reason is I'm quite large, and I have yet to see a dressmaker's dummy in my size. So you know me, if I can't find it, I make it. And if it turns out well, then people can commission me. You know, they come over and get fitted, and I can make dressmaker dummies for them, and then, you know, anytime they need something designed, I can throw together some clothes for them. So that'll be awesome. I am so sorry. But yeah, I'm also thinking perhaps that people can have, I can get a standard dressmaker's dummy, you know, as well, for people who aren't as big as me, and perhaps they do have plus size dressmaker's dummies, they don't go to my size. So I might pick up in the future one of each, a standard size and a larger size, and then I can design clothing for people, and that'll be a lot of fun. I do enjoy sewing and crocheting and all the other things that clothes making involves, so it would be nice to have my own line. Of course, it'll be small quantity, which will make it a little more special, because it won't be, you know, sweatshop. It'll be all made by me, unless my mother-in-law, of course, helps. Then, you know, it'll be two people making the clothes. So the business that I'm going to run, Hernifos Gothic Arts, it'll be very small time, you know, low-key. Everything's handmade, so there's going to be limited quantities of everything, which will make it all more special. And then, of course, if I get another, you know, order for things that people say, oh, I really wanted that, and it's sold out, then I can make more. But having a small-time operation both makes it easier on me to manage, because, of course, I have the multiple chronic illnesses and can't really handle a big-time operation. And it will just, I don't know, there's something more about mom and pop's kind of businesses that appeals to me than the big time labels. I mean, that's great, people can have those are fun, but for me personally, just a small time business is enough. And my hopes eventually are that I can hire Marina to work for me, and she can come live here if she wants, because, you know, she'll have work here. So that's the ultimate goal, but that's if she even wants to live here. She used to want to, but who knows, things change. So that's a big future goal. I have to wear these reading glasses. I don't know if I mentioned it in the last episode, because ever since the eye accident, when I fell and smashed my eye into a chair on the deck, when I try to read, it gives me migraines. It never used to do that, but the doc checked my eye, was it last Monday? No, when was it? It was sometime last week, and he said I have perfect vision, so just keep wearing glasses, because they do the work for my eyes when it comes to focusing and coming back. I had an astigmatism before, which is why I used to wear glasses in the old videos. Some of you have not seen the old videos, I'm sure. They were beginner videos. These are still kind of amateur, but, you know, it's better than it used to be. Anyway, I had prescription glasses back then. These are just regular 1.25 readers that you can pick up at Walmart. And so I'm looking over them like the classic librarian, because for the rest of the world I need, you know, no glasses. But to see crocheting, reading, knitting, anything I do about this close, that I have to focus on, then I use the glasses. Helps my eyes a lot. So I'm grateful for that. I brought these with me from the US, and I love the black frames. I would like the cat's eye shape, but they don't really make those in reader glasses, so yeah, whatever, you know? So I'm going to make Tommy breakfast in bed, because I'm up at 7 a.m., and this is the first night, and I have no idea how long, that I slept the entire night through. Got a full night's sleep, I'm fully rested, and there were no interruptions. Nothing woke me in the middle of the night. I didn't even have to wake up to go to the bathroom, so it was like, it was a red letter day, so I decided to celebrate by making breakfast, because Tommy, he's not a morning person. He's my Grettenbjörn, he's my grumpy bear. So I thought if I make him breakfast in bed, it might give him a really nice start to his day, and then he'll get to sample, or rather eat, the pear butter that Tommy's mom and I made yesterday. We canned pears, and then we made pear butter, and she'd never had that before. They don't really call it pear butter here because obviously there's no butter in it. So they're like, why are you saying butter? There's no butter. It's basically just pear sauce. Like, they called it permosa, which is basically like applesauce, only pear sauce. Or they would call it syltetøy, which is kind of like jam. So I'm like, it's not either of those really, but, there's not a proper translation for it. So, it's pear butter. Anyway, it was my first time making it, and it's super simple. Gimme some oven. I know, it's crazy. That's the name of the site, and that's where I got the recipe. So if you look up Gimme Some Oven and pear butter, you'll find the recipe. It's super simple, and it cooked up so nice, made the house smell good. And I'm going with Grandma on Friday to Drummond to her, I don't know what kind of medical appointment it is, but she's going to Drummond, and she didn't want to ride alone, so I went with her, because they'll have her partially sedated. Oh, I know what it is. I believe they're removing cataracts. It's either glaucoma or cataracts, something to do with that. And of course they have to sedate her lightly, and she doesn't want to have difficulty getting back home, so I'm going with her to make sure that the taxi, is ordered and she gets in and out safely, and just be there to make sure she's okay. So that's what I'm doing Friday morning. But then on, tomorrow, which is Wednesday for us, and Saturday, we're going to a friend's house. The friends who have the daughter that I'm making the doll for, just still haven't finished, because you know me. We're going to have dinner with them, which we haven't done in forever. So that'll be super nice. I'm planning on making dinner one of the nights, since they're having us for dinner twice. And I'm just going to make all of my Mexican favorites that I hope they'll enjoy. I'm sure they will. Excuse me. I have discovered that just using chili beans and kidney beans and refrying them makes just about the same taste as refried beans back in the US. So that's pretty tasty. They also have Spanish chorizo instead of Mexican chorizo, and that's pretty close. So I can sub things out here that will give me a taste of home, which is really, really nice. And Tommy's been buying the, what do you call them? It's the bacon that, it's basically the scraps of bacon, so it's the big thick pieces that aren't cut like perfect bacon is cut, which I prefer that kind anyway, because you can trim off all the fat and reduce it and make lard, and then you can use that for tamales, and then you have the bacon that you can cut up to whatever thickness you want. So I really prefer that cut anyway, and I've been reserving the fat from each time we buy the bacon and throwing it in the freezer, so that when Christmas comes I can make tamales with, manteca, lard. So that'll be fun and exciting. I'm actually glad I just mentioned that, because I forgot. I need to order some of the supplies that I need for making dinner. I won't have it in time for Saturday, I don't think, but it's worth a try. It's a Norwegian company called Cactus, and of course it's spelled with a K because they don't really spell things with a C here. And they import Mexican foods. So I'm going to stock up because we're out on things that we use in Mexican cooking. Mole is so good. Oh my god, I love mole. And I'm going to look and see if they have pipián, which is a little bit different. I don't remember the exact difference in ingredients, but it tastes a little different. I know that mole has chocolate in it. I don't know if pipián does. I don't think it does. So, I know it sounds like a funny name, but it's quite delicious. And it's good on chicken, pork, whatever you can lay hands on. Ultimately, I would like to pick up some molcajetes, the mortar and pestle made of lava stone, and have those to serve the molcajetes, which is cheese, like almost a block of cheese, melted into the lava stone mortar and pestle, or rather just I can never remember which one. I think pestle is the hammer which you grind into the mortar. Anyway, melted cheese, a red sauce, then jalapenos, sun-dried tomatoes, a red chile, which I'm not sure which kind it is, nopales, which is cactus, spring onions, pork, chicken, beef, and bacon wrapped shrimp. And that's the whole thing. It's a very lovely presentation. I love ordering it when I'm in the US, and I would love to serve it to my friends here. So I'm just thinking if I pick up 2 of them, then 2 large ones, then I can just make all of that and people can just dig in. So yeah, those are my ultimate plans for that. But gosh, yeah, I'm gonna order as much as I can of the Mexican food products that I enjoy. And like I said, I'm doing a piñata for Tommy and our friend's birthday party. So I've got the piñata. It's a wedge of watermelon, super cute. And then I just need to get a beater, which I can probably just find like a stick around here, and then decorate it with the tissue paper. And then I will be ordering, of course, the toys and candy that go in the piñata, because they don't really carry that here. It's Norway, so that's understandable. It's going to be a super fun month. I always love October anyway, because it's Halloween. My whole month. Yes, Halloween, the whole month. And it's not a big thing here, so it's going to be fun to introduce my friends to some of the traditions. And of course, I will be, I'm actually going to order some cotton, probably, what do you call it, cambric cotton? Possibly, maybe. I haven't decided if I'm going to do standard broadcloth or if I'm going to do cambric. But anyway, I'm going to make myself an off-the-shoulder white dress that I'll be embroidering in the, I want to say Oaxacan style, but I haven't decided which state of Mexico I'll be embroidering the dress from. And, because I want some more off-the-shoulder garments. I really enjoy them. I think I look nice. I have broad shoulders, and most people are like, oh my gosh, she's a woman, she shouldn't have broad shoulders, blah, blah, blah. Dude, I played the flute for God knows how many years, and some of them were in marching band, which is what your arm is up for at least 20 minutes or so. So yeah, I've got big arms, and I don't mind showing them off. People always say, oh, accentuate your flaws, and then people will stop bullying you. Well, it's not a flaw. I love my arms. They're big. But that means a lot of clothing doesn't fit me. I kind of hulk out because I have such broad shoulders and arms that standard clothing just does not fit very well unless I get it really, really big, even for me, and that's hard to find. So I end up having to alter garments to fit my big, my guns. So I do enjoy wearing things off the shoulder, or like this, where it has no shoulders. So excuse me. I'm going to be making more garments that I can wear like that. Of course, in the winter, it's a little colder, but I'll be making some shrugs too. This yarn that I have, this nice fuzzy black, I intend to make myself a winter capelet from that. And I think I'll make one in black and one in white, so that I have something for every outfit. It'll be so extra, but I love it. I'm also making myself a couple of hooded capes because I intend to bring capes back into fashion full time. I don't like wearing coats here unless it's really, really cold, which is seldom actually, because they crank up the heat in the stores so much and I melt. Oh my god, it's like walking into a furnace everywhere. Tommy and I are warm-blooded people, so we love having the AC on for as long as possible. And other people in our family are like, "You live in an igloo." No, it's we just like being comfortable. We don't like being hot. I actually shut down when I get too hot. I'm like, kind of literally melt. At least, inside. And so I like to wear lighter things in the winter. People always comment upon, "Aren't you cold?" Well, if I was cold, don't you think I'd wear more clothes? No, I'm never that rude, but that's what I'm thinking. So I'm gonna make some capes and capelets, and like I said, these little faux fur, obviously, capelets, and then I will have clothing that I like to wear that actually fits me. Hallelujah. And then I will be all set. And I will actually write down the patterns as I make them. Which reminds me, I picked up a font by Adri Prince, I think is how you would pronounce it. It's Stitchin Crochet Pro. And it's a font that this person made with all of the the chart symbols for US crochet terms. So I can write my own patterns now just by typing. It's fun. I printed out the layout, it's kind of hard to see, on the keyboard, and then they also provided US stitch key and abbreviations telling me which letter or number or symbol has which corresponding crochet number and symbol. So it's been useful, except I don't use Office. I use, or Word rather, I use OpenOffice. And for whatever reason, the end project symbol doesn't work on my keyboard in OpenOffice. It works in every other software I use, which is great. And character map, of course, I can copy it from there. But it is the quotation mark on the keyboard, and it's on a US keyboard, and I have a Norwegian keyboard, obviously, because it's a Norwegian laptop. I have the option to use English with a US keyboard functions, but when I type the quotation mark in OpenOffice, it gives me a quotation mark instead of the end crochet project finish off is what we call it symbol, so that's useless. So I've written about it in OpenOffice community forum with the hopes that someone can help me figure out what's going on, because like I said, it works in every other software I use it in. Excuse me. So of course I can use it in Photoshop and write up the charts, which I'm going to do for the Mother of Dragons tank top that I'm making. And then I made chart symbols for crocodile stitch and the V stitch that you use as the foundation for the crocodile stitch. So I'm pretty excited about that. I'll probably share the graphics for those later on so other people can put them in their patterns, because I didn't invent the crocodile stitch, I just made the graphic for my charts. I will be combining filet crochet and crocodile stitch for my Mother of Dragons tank top. I think it'll look really nice. So anyway, I've been blabbering on for literally almost a half an hour. So I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.